Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm currently sat in Heathrow Airport. I'm about to go on a 13-day long trip to Switzerland. Switzerland has been on my bucket list for probably over 6 years now, so I'm so excited. I'm going to be flying into Zurich, and then I'm going to be stopping in Zurich, Lucerne and Interlaken, and then one night in Basel before I fly home. I'm going to split the vlogs up by location, so this first vlog is going to be just Zurich. I'm going to be there for 2 nights, and then I'll move on to the next vlog and the next location. Just picked up my checked luggage. I've just come out of the arrivals bit, and straight ahead is the train, so I'm going to get the train into Zurich now. So I've come into the next building straight across from the airport and walked down, and now I'm trying to find the train. I want to go to Zurich, like HB, I think that's their central station, but I'm going to need to try and figure out which train I need to get for that. Look at the board now, but I do have my travel pass, so I can get on any train I want. I just need to figure out which one is the right one. Okay guys, I've made it, and it's self-check-in, so we're going to try and do that now. Key is ready. Room number 42. Okay, finally I've made it into my room. Big orange door, and then here it is. Very basic, but it's all we need. So we've got a double bed, a remote, TV, there's like a mirror here and some hanging space, and then this is the bathroom. It's kind of like a bit of a wet room, so we've got the toilet and the shower. Very orange. And that's kind of like a step up from the main floor. But yeah, it's alright. Let's look at the view. It's not the worst view I've seen, but not the best also. This ceiling is actually, the ceiling's actually quite low, but I do have a loft room at home, so I'm used to that. And thankfully I'm quite short as well. Okay, so let's talk about the flight quickly, because it was actually quite hectic in the end. So I got on my plane as usual. We all got seated and they went to make the announcement, and obviously I thought that was going to be like getting ready for takeoff, but it was actually an announcement of a 50-minute wait. There is storms in the UK and in Zurich today, so they have delayed a lot of planes because of that. I then experienced like the worst turbulence I've ever experienced. I've only ever flown short haul flights, so I know there's going to be much worse turbulence out there, but for an hour and 30-minute flight, the turbulence was so rough. Someone actually screamed at one point. So after that, obviously, as you saw, I tried to film as much as possible, but it was a bit hectic. I got the train here, I've checked in, and now I'm just going to chill for a bit. At some point tonight I will head out and get dinner, but because it is raining, I don't think I'm going to do any sightseeing today. And it's also 5:40, so it has been quite a long travel day. I left my house at 9 AM this morning. Obviously there is an hour time difference, but still, I've been dragging my 3 bags around all day, and I would like to just chill for tonight. But let's check the weather. I've got the Meteo Swiss app. I've seen this recommended a lot on TikTok for being much better than like BBC weather is what I would usually use, but this is specialised for Switzerland. Tomorrow looks like the rain's gonna stop in the morning, which is good. I'm thinking about going to Liechtenstein, but it is quite a journey and I don't want to make that journey if it's going to be chucking it down all day. I've just plugged in my phone and my lead is not working. It's one of those ones now where you have to be at the right angle, and I cannot find the right angle. So thankfully I do have my camera charger, but the lead is quite short, so I can't really be on my phone at the same time, which is a bit annoying. I'm going to try and maybe find a lead tonight when I go out to buy dinner. Okay, I've just walked literally 2 minutes to this grocery store called Coop, and I think I'm going to try and get some dinner and some breakfast here. They already have lots of pastries. I might get pain au chocolat because I can eat them for a few days. I love this little cake section. So they have this small hot section, some chicken, Looks like they've got different salads here, fruit pots, and some baguettes. So much cheese and yogurt. There's so many options. Okay, this looks like the snack aisle, so I might get something here. Okay, I'm back in the room. I kind of filled my hands a bit too much to film towards the end there, so I thought I'd just get all the stuff and bring it back here to show you. So as I said, I was going to get these four chocolats. They are individually packaged, which would be perfect for me to just eat for the week. How many are in here? There's 8, so that will last me most of my trip. Next thing I got was this chicken Caesar wrap. It was 40% off, so I think because it runs out, yeah, it runs out today, so I got it 40% off, which is good because Switzerland is so expensive. And then to pair with that, I got these paprika crisps. I've seen these a lot on TikTok or YouTube videos. I've watched a couple of Switzerland YouTube vlogs and people say that these are must-try crisps, so I thought I'd get them to give them a go. Another thing I've seen on YouTube and TikTok and the Facebook group I'm in, which is for Switzerland travel tips, is this chocolate bar. I saw a few different forms of it. They had like biscuits, chocolate, and like rocks, which I guess a similar concept to like crunchy rocks, but I thought I'd just get the bar to try for a little dessert, and if I like it I'll end up taking some of this home because I want to bring Swiss chocolate home as gifts for my family and friends. I actually forgot to look for a charging lead, so I'm kind of annoyed about that, but I'm just going to stay in now, so I'll hopefully find one at some point tomorrow. At least I do have, and I think I'm going to eat my dinner now, so I'll do a little taste test and I'll show you if I like it or not. Okay, I'll just set you up here so I can try the wrap. This is what the wrap looks like. It smells nice, it smells saucy. That is really nice. I really like that. Let's try. Okay, let's try a paprika crisp. They don't smell like much, they smell bland, but we will see. That is also very nice, I like that. I'm just going to try everything here on camera and then I'm going to probably put some YouTube on and enjoy the rest of my dinner. This is what the cube looks like. That is also really nice. It's the crunchy one I got, so it's got I think little bits of like biscuit and wafer in it, which I really enjoy. Unless I find anything better, I will definitely be taking some of that home for my friends and family. This is the setup right now. I've got Charlotte Harrington's YouTube on. Pause you for a second. If you haven't watched her Disney vlogs, I definitely recommend. I've decided I'm going to Disney next year, and since then I've been obsessed with Disney vlogs, so that's what I'm going to be watching whilst I eat my dinner. Okay guys, it is 9:30 exactly, and I've just got changed into my pyjamas. I've honestly had such a chill evening, but I feel like it's what I needed after today. So I'm basically just going to do a tiny bit of skincare before bed, basically just applying moisturiser to my face. I didn't actually wear any makeup today, so I didn't need to do any makeup removal. Okay, I'm all ready for bed now. I'm probably not going to go to sleep straight away. I'm going to watch some YouTube or TikTok or something, but I will see you guys in the morning. Good morning. It is 9:30. I have had a really lazy morning because it was supposed to rain all morning, but I don't think it's actually rained yet. And the clouds, let me just show you. It looks like it's coming, you know, so I feel like I've done it badly. I should have got up maybe, but I'm gonna go out anyway. I hate how I look in a hood, but it is already raining. Issue is with my hair is it frizzes up, all my bangs get messed up if I don't cover it with a hood. But I'm just walking. I'm 16 minutes away from my first stop. Okay, I'm at my first stop, which is Lindt Hill. It's this viewpoint here. Look how pretty this blue is. It is. The rain is picking up quite a lot, so I think it would be even bluer on a sunny day. And there's loads of little birds. I don't know if that picked up on camera, but they keep sitting like here. I'm trying to take shelter under a tree right now for a bit and hope the rain settles. Okay, this is the setup I have going on. So I've got this tripod and then I've got this clicker, so when I press this it takes a picture. Okay, so there's a water fountain over to my right. It looks like just a normal fountain, but I'm pretty sure I saw someone drink out of it, so I'm going to fill up my bottle in there. Okay, now I'm going to keep walking to my next spot. I don't know if I'll have the camera out much because I don't want it to get too wet, but I might end up getting a tram because of the wet weather. This area is so much cuter than the area I'm staying in. Like, I think this is the more central area or the more touristy area. There's so many shops. Honestly, I'm just walking. The rain is like coming on and off, but I will say I'm so glad I only bought this waterproof coat. So obviously I'm only 2 days into my trip and I haven't been up any mountains yet, but I'm just so hot all the time. But I need it on for the rain. But like, it's actually not that cold here so far. Just walked past this big church, I assume it's a church, and now I'm crossing the river. Don't really have a plan. Well, my ultimate plan is to get to the botanical gardens, but for now I'm just walking through the streets because they're really cute on this side. Like, back towards my hotel it's not that cute. So I've crossed the bridge back over and now I'm at the lake because I'm trying to see if I can get a boat to the gardens that I want to go to. So here's where I'm sat by the lake. There's a board there, Pier 6, but it says it goes to the casino and the museum. I'm just looking at Google Maps and it says if I get this one from platform 3, it should take me to this one, which is where the China Garden is. So I think I'm going to try and do that. I'm pretty sure that's included in my Swiss travel pass as well. I made it on the boat, but I'm stressed because I'm on with like a bunch of school kids. I think it's a school trip, but I've just tucked myself in the corner. And I was a bit confused because it said small lake tour and I thought maybe I have to pay for that. But it's the same thing and it takes me to the stop I want to go to. I'm seeing blue skies in Zurich right now where I'm leaving and I'm going towards the not so nice skies, but hopefully that means later when I come back there will be blue skies. That is where I was and this is where I'm going. They pulled up to the stop I wanted to get off at and then they just kept going. I think I was supposed to make it obvious that I wanted to get off. So now we're going to the next stop. Thankfully it's not too far, but I guess I need to stand up or something, make it known that I want to leave. No one wanted to come on as well, which I think they just wait and see if anyone wants to get off or get on, and then they decide to like put the rope up. I can't remember what that's called, but you know, attach the rope to the dock. So I'm gonna try and get off at the next one. Okay, I'm off the boat. I'm so bad at this sort of thing because I'm just not confident. So I saw all the school kids putting their coats and bags on and there's like, I don't know, 40 of them or something. So there's a lot. And I thought they're getting off. They're getting ready to get off. So I'll just let them do it. I'll let the guy know that we want to get off and I'll just follow them out. And then they didn't, but I saw a woman with a pram getting off. So I was like, okay, I'm going to get off too because he'd set up the dock and stuff. But then by the time I got there, he started like closing it back off. So I had to be like, sorry, I'm coming through, but I'm off. Also, some random man came and sat next to me and offered me some bread. I think it was bread. The rain has got heavier again, so I'm sat under another tree, trying to wait for it to pass by a bit. I finally made it to the China Garden. It says online, it says outside that it doesn't open till 11, so I'm glad I had a lazy morning because it would have been sad to have arrived and it be closed, but it's pretty cool already. We've got like this bridge area over here, some water, and then this cave. I think I'm gonna go inside. Oh, this is pretty. It looks quite small, but it's cute. There's like barely anyone here, which is so nice. They just ask that you don't step on the grass or in the water. There's some little stepping stones. I'm a little scared because it's been raining, it's very slippery. This is a pretty big step for me. I've got short legs. I'm just overreacting though. This is so cute. I've actually loved it here. I was worried it wasn't going to be worth it, but I think it is. It's free as well, so it's really cute, and this would be nice on a sunny day, but it's also got a lot of shelter if you're coming on a rainy day like me. But it's 11:43 now. I'm getting a little hungry, so I think I'm going to head back towards the city centre and then think about catching my train to Sargans, I think it's pronounced, and then we're gonna get the bus to Liechtenstein. Okay, I found where I'm supposed to get on. I think it's 3 minutes away, and hopefully I just hop on and hop off, and it's easy. I was actually a big fan of the tram. I will be getting it again. I didn't have to press any buttons or anything. I just got on, got off, because they stop at every stop. So, well, I don't know if that's a fact, but they did on my journey. And I found a matcha place, so I think I'm going to go and get a matcha. It's called the Matcha Club. Let's see if it's open.
Thank you.
Thank you. I picked up a strawberry matcha. You see the syrup in there. They were hand whisking every shot of matcha, which is a good sign. So I'm going to try and mix it up and then give it a taste test. Okay, let's try. That is very strawberry. I'm struggling to mix it. It's nice, but that is a thick syrup. I don't know where I'm going. We'll go this way. Yeah, the syrup is very thick, so I'm struggling to mix it. I think my first mouthful was mainly syrup. I know this is a bad angle, but I've taken a seat so I can try and remix it. That is better. It's still a bit thick at the bottom, but it's mostly mixed in now and it's much better. It was expensive, but it's Switzerland, so I think I'll have this. It's like my main lunch item, which I know is a bit silly, but I do find milk products really filling, even though I got oat milk. So I think I'll drink this and maybe like have a bag of crisps for my lunch. I'm trying to head towards the Apple store right now to buy a charging cable as well. Okay, I got my charger from Apple. I kind of wish I looked this morning because it's right next to where I was this morning. I had to come back on myself a bit to get it when I could have just got it then. But it's not too far, so it's okay. I'm only a short walk now from my hotel, about 11 minutes. So I'm going to head back there for a quick pit stop. I could get a bus, but I'd rather walk because I haven't got a bus yet. Honestly guys, those stairs kill me every time. I don't even know how many flights it is. I'm going to assume I'm on the 4th or 5th floor. But they're like in half flights as well, so each floor is two sets of stairs. And I'm just exhausted by the time I get to the top. I wonder actually how many steps I've done today. Because honestly that Zurich sightseeing took longer than I thought it would. But originally I did plan to go to Liechtenstein in the morning and then do all this in the afternoon. So I'm at 10,800 steps already. But I've looked on the SBB app. I don't know if I've mentioned this yet, so I'll just mention it now. SBB mobile app. I've got my Swiss travel pass loaded onto here, and then I've put in that I want to go to Sargans. So I put it in and it tells me all the available trains coming up, what platform to get on and what the train is called. That I found really useful yesterday when I first got here because I could just look on the side of the train and it matched the name on my app, so I knew it was the right one to get on. And so there's one at 1:38. The reason I want to visit Liechtenstein is because it's one of the smallest countries in the world and it doesn't have its own airport. So I like to check off countries. If you know my channel and you know my journal account, I have travel journals where you tick off a checklist of countries. So I love to be able to tick off each country, and I feel like this is my opportunity to tick off Liechtenstein. I'm early, but there's like nobody on this train, which makes me almost more awkward to vlog because there's like 2 people, but I'm on it. That is the lake I was on this morning. It's so pretty. It's way more pretty now that the sun's come out because the water's way more blue and it's just nicer vibes in general. But this is the kind of train ride that I was excited for when I came to Switzerland, and I know it's just going to get better. Like when I go to Interlaken, I have the panoramic train booked from Lucerne to Interlaken, which I'm really excited for. Okay, the buses are right next to the train, so I've just hopped on 12E to Vaduz. Okay, I'm off the bus. I'm in Vaduz, Liechtenstein. I got off at the post stop, but it was quite easy to get the bus and you just press stop when you want to stop. They didn't check any tickets or anything, but I assume it's like an honour system and then sometimes they check it. The first place I want to try and go is the tourist centre, so I can look for some souvenirs. Okay, I did some shopping in the tourist centre, so I got this little pin with the L on it. Will it focus? There we go. There were cuter ones, but this was £3 and the others were francs, not pounds. Then I got a magnet. I got this one because I feel like it's different to any of the ones I have already. And that was 8 francs. You can get your passport stamped, but I've heard it can invalidate your passport, so I just got it in my sketchbook and that was 3 francs. It's quite cute. I was really unsure whether or not I should come here, and even like as I was walking to the train station I was like because this morning made me quite tired honestly, but I'm already so glad that I've come, and the weather's nice so far, so that definitely helps. But let's keep exploring. I'm thinking I'm gonna head up to the castle, which I can actually see right above me, but it is gonna be a bit of a trek. It is all the way up there. It's so cute. They have these little stamps on the floor all along this pathway. So that's one of the spots I've pinned on my map. It's just a cool statue, but I don't really know the significance of it. The more I'm looking at this castle, the more I'm not sure I want to go up, because you can't go in. I'm going to see how long the walk says it is, but it is quite a hill, more of a cliff. I can't lie, I've got slightly lost on my route. I think I saw a sign that said like walking path, but it was blocked. So now I'm going a different way, and hopefully we'll find the way. Okay guys, I found the route now. I'm on the other side of the art museum. This is so steep. This is not a good sign because there are many hikes I want to do on this trip, and I'm struggling with this one, but it's so steep. I'm like almost halfway, but hopefully like this bit is what I've just come up and this bit's what I'm about to go up, and I don't think it shows as well on camera, but this is way less steep than this. I've never seen gradients like this before. It's so steep, but I'm just taking a breather and getting a drink before I continue my way up. I've decided this is a hair up activity, but the views are already looking good behind me. These are the signs I'm following up in case you're also going to do it. Made it to the castle. I think you can continue walking up this road, but I'm going to stop here. It didn't take too long, it just was so steep, but it's cool to see the castle. The royal family do actually live here, but there's lots of construction happening at the moment, so it's a bit harder to get around. But it was a nice walk. It was a lot. I'm not dressed for a proper hike today. It's kind of a bit spur at the moment, but I think it's cool to do because there's not loads that I know of to do in Liechtenstein. There's also a viewpoint right below the castle, so I'm going to walk. Obviously I'm walking back down anyway, so I'm going to take some pictures when I get to that viewpoint. Here is the viewpoint. I've just tried to get some pictures here. And you can see there's snow on the top of those mountains right there. I'm in the sun currently, but I feel like the clouds are looking a bit iffy, so I'm going to make my way back down. I think there's like 1 or 2 more spots I want to see in Liechtenstein before I leave. So there's a bridge I have on my list where you can stand like in both Liechtenstein and Switzerland, and it's a 17-minute walk away. I feel like I'm flagging at this point, but I think I'm gonna push and do it because like this is probably the only time I'm gonna come to Liechtenstein. And then as soon as I've done that, I'm gonna go home, get some dinner and chill for the rest of the evening. Guys, I finally made it to the bridge. Felt like quite a trek, and I'm not loving how this feels underfoot. It's a bit wooden and old feeling, but let's get to the midway point. Here is where I wanted to get to on the bridge. This side is Liechtenstein and this side is Switzerland, so you can stand literally in between the two. So now that is my final stop done in Liechtenstein. I'm gonna head back towards the city to get the bus back to Sargans. I can see my bus stop right ahead. I can't lie, I'm actually excited for the fact that I'm about to go on an hour-long train journey because one, I can rest, and two, it's just so pretty, so I don't even mind that it's a bit long. I also have a longer train journeys coming, so I'm just getting the practice in. That was so much of a busier train, so I didn't film anything because I barely got a seat. I started off standing, but then I was like, no, because I've got an hour. So now I'm back at Zurich station. I want to try and find the luggage storage because I'm going to use that tomorrow when I switch hotels, and I also want to find dinner. So let's have a look. I can't find luggage storage right now, but I did see on the maps that it's like 5 minutes further in the opposite direction to my hotel. So I'm just going to leave early and find it tomorrow. And I saw there was a Migros at the end of this station. So I think I'm going to look there for dinner and then walk back to the hotel. Guys, I can't tell you how excited I am to be back in the hotel. I've had a great day, but I'm exhausted. I'm so tired. For dinner, I got a butter chicken curry because this hotel has microwaves on the first and the third floor, and I don't think I'm gonna have access to microwaves at any other of my hotels. So I thought now's the time to get a hot meal. Hopefully in the future I will have kettles because I did bring pot noodles with me, so hopefully that will work out. And then I also got some watermelon. This cost me 13 francs, so still upset about that. I knew Switzerland was going to be expensive, but 13 francs for a microwave meal and some fruit is really upsetting, I think. Okay, here's the room with the microwave. I'm gonna open it up as usual. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know how to make it work, so I just pressed instant start for a minute and I'm gonna do it 3 times. I feel like the effects of not having lunch have hit me now, like a proper lunch, and I'm hungry. So this has got 50 seconds left, then we're gonna take it up and eat it. I'm so excited. Okay, so the curry was way too hot to eat when I first brought it upstairs, so I decided to have a really quick body shower, get in my pyjamas, and now it's at a more edible temperature. So let's try it. That is a really nice microwave curry. I honestly am a sucker for a microwave curry. I know that a real curry is better, and I love real curry, but this makes me happy still. This fork I bought from home in my little travel set. If you haven't watched my pack with me video, it's in there, but I basically just have this container of a knife, fork and spoon that I brought with me. I didn't think I'd be using it here, to be fair. I thought I'd be using it more out and about, but it's coming in handy, and then I'll just wash it once I'm done. Tomorrow I have to leave at 9:45 because I'm going to the Lindt Chocolate Museum at 11. I did book this in advance, but when I booked it there was like barely any options, so 11 tomorrow was not my first choice, but I'll take it. I'm actually going to grab the chocolate that I bought yesterday and eat some whilst I watch YouTube and wind down before bed. I just came back on quickly because I'm on Disney Plus and I'm intrigued by the names of things. I guess because I'm in a different country, certain movies have different names, like the new movie Hoppers is Jumpers, and Zootropolis or Zootopia is always confused between the two. I honestly still don't know which one is the right one, but it's Zoomania on here. It's quite fun. Good morning guys, it is 9:28 and I am pretty much all packed and ready to go. I've got my suitcase packed and then my backpack, and then this just needs my iPad put in it. I've also packed a separate smaller bag and it's just gonna have my camera and my phone in it and anything else I might need, because I'm going to the Lindt chocolate factory and they restrict the size of the baggage that you're allowed to take in. So this bag that I have been taken out is too big, so I'm going to leave that in the luggage storage and take the smaller bag with me. But for the journey to the station, I think I'll just put the small bag into this bag because I don't want to be walking around with 4 bags. 3 is already enough, more than enough. I also wanted to mention that the Lindt chocolate factory does have baggage storage, but because it's such a popular thing to do, like it's always sold out, I'm concerned that they won't have a large enough locker for all my stuff. They've said online that their big lockers, like there's not many of them, and so I just don't want to risk getting all the way there and then not having anywhere to store my luggage. They say you can just leave like the luggage in a certain public room, but I don't want to leave my stuff in there. So yeah, I'm just gonna enjoy my final 10 minutes in Zurich and then we're gonna head off. Guys, I am sweating. I could not find these lockers, but I think I found them now. So I've squeezed it all into a medium one. All the large ones are full, so I'm gonna try and shut this. And it's 7 Swiss francs. So they do have small lockers, these really large lockers, and then the medium ones. I managed to fit in the medium one because they're quite deep actually. I didn't think I was going to be able to fit, but I was concerned because all the large lockers are taken out. Okay, I think that's it. So now I'm gonna look for my train. I need to remember what locker number I am as well. Oh, it says on there 1327, says on my receipt. It's this little sign here with the key and the bag. That's what you're going to want to follow. I went to the wrong place first. They have another luggage storage. I think it's for large items or if there's no lockers available. I feel so dumb, guys. I missed my stop and I've got off at the next one. And I think there's a train I can get in 1 minute. It's arriving now. That goes back. Thankfully, I left with enough time to get on this and still be on time. Okay guys, I made it. Now I'm going to start the walk to the factory. It's 12 minutes and I've got 19, so we're still okay. I can't believe I did that. I just zoned out. This kind of situation makes me extra happy that I got the Swiss travel pass, because I could just hop on the next train. I didn't have to buy another ticket or anything, which would have taken more time. So also the fact that I like to be super early. I can actually smell the chocolate already. I think I'm still about 4-minute walk away, but it's in the air. I can smell it. Guys, I made it. It's massive. I'm so excited to go in. So I can't actually enter the museum bit until my booking time, which is 11. So it's 10:56. So I've just got 4 minutes, but this bit already with the chocolate fountain is so cool. Hello. Thank you. Okay, I'm listening to the different facts about how the cocoa beans are harvested and then the process that turns them into chocolate. There's some of the older packaging. I've done the main museum section. Now I'm in the bit where you get to start tasting. Got my first spoon of white. Oh my goodness, that is so good, so warm. The milk was so good. I love milk, it's my favourite. Now I'm going to try the dark. So I don't really like dark. Okay, I just got a little bit of dark. But that is not that dark, to be fair. It's still very sweet. Okay, now they've got this section, I think it's just bars of chocolate. This looks very dark. It is. Okay, at the end here you can pick one truffle of each flavour. I'm not gonna lie guys, I took multiple of the ones I like and skipped the dark chocolate. And a woman in front of me, no, behind me, she got called out. They were like, you've got to leave because you've already been here. So she was trying to come around again. So you can do this whole like system thing where it rolls a ball and it gives you a chocolate, or there's a woman just giving out the chocolates. So I've got that because the queue is long. I'm gonna have a little look in the gift shop, even though I think I've got enough chocolate. I'm just gonna see what they have. Thank you. Oh, matcha strawberries. I've not seen that before. I feel like this is actually quite cheap compared to the UK, but I haven't tried it before. I can't lie, these are my favourites. I love them so much, and they are not handing them out for free. But these are new, these matcha and golden caramel. It looks like you can get personalised chocolate here, like this. This is, I guess, like a pick and mix. I've never seen some of these before. Cheesecake. I've not tried these before, but I did get some in the free chocolates. This is cute. It's not working right now, but you can personalise the boxes. Okay guys, I've left now and I'm walking back to the train station. It's 11:40, so I was only in there 40 minutes, but it was super busy, so I feel like I couldn't enjoy the museum part as much as I would have maybe. I didn't really like the audio guide. I preferred just to read in the end, so I was just reading, but some parts were just so crowded that I kind of skipped past. But I enjoyed the history bit. I wasn't so interested in like the production bit. I also kind of wish I had more spoonfuls of those chocolate fountains. I think you're only supposed to have one, but I didn't want to overdo it and feel sick because I thought there'd be more to come. There wasn't loads more to come from that point, so I wish I did a little bit more. I'll show you all the chocolate I got either on the train or when I get back, but it was quite a lot actually. Okay, I've got my receipt. Okay guys, I have made it to Lucerne. Sorry because I feel like the vlog's got a little choppy towards the end here, but I wanted to film a bit more, getting like my suitcases out and getting on the train. But I think I mentioned like as soon as I got my suitcases out I was just like flooded by people trying to get my locker, and they were like speaking, I'm assuming German, to me, and I was like, sorry, I don't know what you're saying. Basically I was like, I don't understand. So I just basically got out of there and got on my train, and then there was people around me on my train. I'm not that confident to film like if someone sat across from me. I promised you guys I would show you all the free chocolate I got at the Lindt Chocolate Factory, so we're going to do that now. So this is what I have come out of with from that. So I have got, oh good, it says it on there. I went a bit crazy, I can't lie. It said one of each, but I just grabbed more and nobody was watching. They had one staff member watching, but she was more focused on the woman behind me because she'd already been around once, so she was like, you can't come in again. So I also knew that I don't like dark chocolate, so I was like, I'm not gonna grab that one, so I can grab extra of another one, but I've gone crazier than I should have. So 3 milk balls. Obviously milk's my fave, but milk's actually not my fave Lindt ball flavour. I have better ones in my opinion. So then I got 1 white. As I said earlier, I find white quite sickly, so I still enjoy it, but 1's enough. 1 caramel. I don't actually love caramel. Similarly to the white, I find it sickly, but I've never had a caramel Lindt ball, so I want to try it. I got, I think this is double chocolate. I got 2 double chocolates. I've never tried this before, so I was quite excited to try that. 2 hazelnuts. I wish I grabbed 3 of this instead of the milk. Hazelnut is my favourite Lindt ball. Apart from recently, I've got into pistachio. Someone gave me a pistachio one, and I think it might be my new favourite, but hazelnut, they're very similar to be fair. I just love nut chocolates. This is raspberries and cream. I don't think I'm gonna like this, but I haven't tried it before, so I thought I'd grab it to try. I left obviously the dark chocolate, as I said, because I have tried it before. If I hadn't, I would want to try them all, but just this one. And then this one I haven't tried. I got 2 of these. It's, what is it? It doesn't say on it the flavour, all the rest of them do. I'm pretty sure it's stracciatella. I don't know if that's how you say it or not, but I've never had the real thing or this. So let's try one now actually. Oh, it's white. That is really nice. I've looked it up because I want to know what it is. And it's a gelato with fine strands of drizzled chocolate stirred through it. So it basically just tasted like a white chocolate one with bits of something, which I guess is milk or dark chocolate. Really nice. And it is a Lindt Square Dark Orange, so I guess a dark chocolate orange square. I've never tried this before either. I've just remembered as well that I got one of these red Lindt balls from the gift shop. They were handing them out when you got in, so I didn't pick 3 from that section. I got 2 from that first section and then 1 from that lady. I also just want to say quickly, the train system so far in Switzerland I've been loving. It's just so easy and it's so nice to hop on a train and have such scenic views. So I'm going to end this vlog here. I'm going to be posting the Swiss vlogs weekly, so if you're here live then I will see you next week, but if you're here in the future all the vlogs should be up already. Please come back for the other vlogs because I think it's just going to get even more exciting. I've got mountain excursions planned, I'm going paragliding in Interlaken, and I'm just so excited. I want to go to Zurich as well, so there's so much more still to come, more of the Swiss countryside, whereas this vlog has obviously been a bit more city based in Zurich. Thank you guys so much for watching and I will see you next time. Bye!